Odessa know. The fetus settlement will be able to rest a little easier now.
So I have no idea why my mask looks different. It's the catharsis look, even though I had my look. You'll see I go to the appearance, and it still was saying my look was on it, so I guess it just glitched out or something. But that was, yeah, see, now it's suddenly working. But that was the only thing. Apparently I forgot, I got a new pistol, because this one I preferred for the reload speed on it. But I forgot to add the same talent on it, so it didn't have optimization on it, which is the one that increases your weapon damage by 3.5% for every 10% of rounds missing from the clip until you, so it maxes out when you get to like the last rounds before you reload again. I didn't have that. I had freaking skill repair, I think, on it, which, you know, theoretically would help my shield, but I don't need it. It wasn't helping me at all in this mission for sure, so I immediately in this video go and put the right talent on. So my pistol in this video actually had slightly less damage than it was, and I think I could tell, but also it wasn't that big of a deal because, again, none of the talents really help the damage that much anyway. At least just raw. I use optimization because it's the easiest one to just get basic damage on the gun, rather than all the others that require specific status effects. Like, I guess I could get burned because I have incendiary grenades, but I run out of those if I spam them. The enemies are always so good at dodging out of the grenade blast, so I miss them countless times too. I mean, I still use them and they still are handy, but it's like most enemies I fight are still not going to be burned, so I'm not using the burn one either. If I had like the Raider Ridgeway backpack that actually makes all your bullets inflict bleed, then it would make sense to use bleed bonus damage on my guns, but I don't have that, and I wouldn't use it on this build anyway because it's meant to be just a pure tank. So optimization is the most damage I can get, and I think it equates to maybe like, I don't know, 10 to 15% more damage overall. You know, because I pretty much run out of every gun until I reload again. Like, I always wait for the most part for the clip to end. So optimization is like guaranteed a decent amount of damage, but it's not that much, which is probably why my pistol seemed like it was still doing fine in this video. But yeah, it was just, so you know, it was missing a little bit of bonus damage too from that. But I really like this build, as I've said before, but I'm thinking it's really optimized now. I tried to use repair skills instead of protection from elite attributes on my gear that you saw, thinking, you know, a lot of missions, there's barely ever any elites. And the reds and the blues honestly do more damage than the elites against me, probably because of all that I have on me. But I just determined it really wasn't worth it. Although it helps my drone, it boosts its armor regen. It's not by that much, especially because my drone is tier 0, because my drone alone is not doing much. It's just an extra little bonus I have. If anything, I use it even more so just for the look. I like the drone just because it feels like I have a companion with me. It looks so cool with it flying around me while I'm killing everything, and then sending it to my allies too to heal them. That's where it's more useful for allies that are like glass cannons, where it's a little bit of healing is still useful for them, at least when they take hits, combined with the survivalist outgoing healing. But yeah, protection from elites is still the best overall, because like it affects my shield, my armor, everything. It doesn't matter if I lose my skills get EMP'd or whatever. It's just, it is always reliable pretty much, except when there's no elites ever, but usually that's not the case.